In my previous video, I showed you how to light a fire using a survival candle. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own. For this project, you'll need the following items: a paper tube, or the means to make your own, candle wax, 100% pure cotton, a heat source to melt your wax with, a vessel to hold it, and something to stamp down your material inside the paper tube. I've just got a thin wooden dowel. I personally prefer to make my own paper tubes because I like my survival candles to be a small, compact size, and I like them to be a bright color that makes sense in an emergency. Before I start with that though, I'm going to start melting the wax in the meantime. Be careful with this and do it at your own risk. If you do try to rush it and you overheat the wax, it can burst into flames, and it'll just take longer to cool when you need it to. I'm first going to break the candle into smaller pieces to help it melt quicker. That should be enough wax. I've cut this piece of an old broomstick. I'm just going to use that to roll this paper tube. And I'm going to use as little glue as possible because I don't know what the effects would be of inhaling glue fumes when you burn this. So keep that in mind. They're a little bit long and unwieldy for this, so I'm going to just cut them down to size. The wax is already melted, so I'm going to turn it off so it can start cooling down. I'll need something to plug the bottom of the tubes so the wax doesn't run out, so I'm just going to cut a couple of discs of the same broomstick to use as plugs. When it comes to the cotton, I prefer to tear it up as fine as possible and to compact it down inside the survival candle so you don't end up with dead spots that only contain wax. You can use cotton balls, but just tear those up as well. I'm just going to plug the tubes with those plugs we made earlier. The wax is very liquid and the plug is obviously not watertight, so I'm going to pour just a little bit of wax in there and let that solidify first. I think the plugs are solid enough now to start packing these. You have to do this slowly and a little bit at a time, otherwise the hot wax you pour in is going to melt everything below it and it's all going to run out. So now literally all you do is you pour a little bit of wax in, then you tear off a few bits of cotton, push them in, and press them down. And compact it quite firmly. The more cotton you have in there, the better. And you just keep doing that bit by bit until you're at the top. It is going to take some time to do this evenly. Now it's a good idea to dip the completed survival candle in wax to waterproof the whole thing. Let it soak in and wipe it down. One compact waterproof survival candle. Watch my previous video to see how to light one of these using only a knife and a fire steel. And subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos and projects like this. Have fun and stay safe.